Hey YouTube, and of course, once again, silver is the big news in the news. And I'm going to share this particular YouTube video with you, share it as in read a bit of it to you and give you my interpretation of what's going on here. But it's pretty well the same storyline, but it's starting to become right out there on the clothesline. Nobody's holding anything back. I mean, seriously, look at that headline. This fellow, Mr. Middlecoop, is being interviewed here, and this is very recent, and he's saying silver supply crisis. Impossible to source metal for ETFs. That would be the paper silver that's piled to the sky high. Tricks are being played, warns Middlecoop. So, you know, they go on to say, Reddit-triggered buying led to a frenzy in silver, making for a significant event that lifted prices to 8 years high. And I think what people really need to absorb here is that, you know, the current has been changed, right? The stream has been diverted a bit here. People have awoken, and there's millions of people on Reddit who realize they can flex their muscle and make an effect, right? And it may not be exactly what they expect, but that's what happens as you discover that you can influence your environment and surroundings. They go on to say that while the price has since come back down, which is just normal in traded funds, many experts expect more craziness, predicting that the silver squeeze drama isn't going anywhere. Quote, if you look at the palladium market, it will tell you how this silver drama will play out. Palladium was managed and manipulated for years. Best-selling author of The Big Reset, Willem Middlecoop, tells Daniela Campbell. And that's what's going on in this interview. The physical demand became so large that it overwhelmed the paper shorts, and the palladium price went up fourfold. Well, we know that silver, paper silver SLV, is already way bigger than the palladium shorts were, a lot bigger. He considers this a playbook for what will happen to silver, noting that while central banks can solve many crises, I love this, they can't print more silver, just like they couldn't print more palladium. End of quote. Noting that the popular iShares Silver Trust SLV needs to source metal to meet the demand, he warns tricks are being played. The amount of silver that they need to fund with their paper is physically impossible. And gee, I'm just going to go out on a limb and say that when you sell the same 100 or 1,000 ounce bar of silver to 50 or 100 different people, you might run into a problem or two, boys. So as I have said, silver squeeze, buy it if you can and squeeze it tight. Good luck if you can even get any, because as the headline clearly says, silver supply crisis, impossible to source metal for ETFs. And the ETFs might be telling you that 1,000 ounce bars are readily available. Well, let's see them. Let's see them. Let's see all those 1,000 ounce bars that are backing those huge piles of SLV paper. Put your cards and your silver on the table, boys. You can't just say you've got it. I think you actually have to produce. And it comes down to that's what's happening with the physical buying frenzies. That it's not just that people are scared that silver will disappear from the face of the earth. They realize that these guys have overextended themselves and have been fooling people forever, and it's just as simple as everybody buying out all the physical to expose it. So if you're lucky enough to get some silver, buy Canadian silver, the Royal Canadian Mint RCM. That's the best stuff there is. If you can get it, grab all you can, because as predictions say, it could go up fourfold. So that $44 silver maple you might buy today will be $160 or $200 soon, we think. Anyway, stay tuned for more Silver Squeeze.